appreciate your support and the fact that you are here. Seated at the head table on my left, starting with the SAFA president, Dr. Denny Jordan, and then that side is the SAFA CEO, Lydia Monyepao, and then next it's the Sasol senior manager, group brand and sponsorship, Ms. Nozipo. And then finally, the lady of the hour and the reason why we are all here at OR Tambo, the Banyana coach, Desiree Ellis. Without much further ado, I'll hand over to the SAFA president to welcome all of you. Thank you.
Good morning to all of you. I'm still recovering from a cold in a very hot Côte d'Ivoire. So you must forgive me with my throat. It was very hot, but we brought you hot results as well. From I think you are covered. We are here, of course, for the Banyana match, which is a very, very important match. And Tanzania has prepared for this match. Tanzania is one of those emerging teams on the continent. And we wish Banyana all the best. It's going to be a difficult game. And but we believe in this team. This team has shown over a period of time that they can produce when the pressure is on. We've seen that in Morocco, in Rabat, in the final, when we only had Mama Joy in the crowd, and they had the whole stand. But Mama Joy silenced them towards the end of the match, and we became the African champions. We're still defending that title, but now we are focusing on the Olympics, a very important competition, and also very, very tough through the African continent. And there are only 16 teams and only 2. So I want to wish Desiree Ellis the very best on the journey for qualification. It is a difficult match. It is a long journey that we've traveled to get to the final stages. And these 2 matches will be absolutely crucial. So I want to wish you all the best. I see you have all your players here. Many of the players have changed. We have some Mexicans now. And we'll keep our fingers crossed and know that you'll bring us a result. Thank you very much, and welcome to all the media who's here, the Banyana supporters. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now I'll hand over to Ms. Nozipo.
Thank you so much. Is that working? Oh, it's on. Good morning, everyone, SAFA colleagues, members of the media, Sasol colleagues. It's once again such an honor to be sitting here on behalf of Sasol to come and wish our beloved Banyana well for the upcoming Olympic Qualifier versus Tanzania. And I just want to extend a heartfelt congratulations for the members of the team who have been chosen to represent. You have got the nation behind you, all of us, including your number 1 supporter and sponsor at Sasol. And I just want to wish Coach Desiree Ellis, her technical team, as well as the players, all the best for the upcoming qualifier. We're 1,000% behind you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. And now the lady of the hour, the reason we're here. Over to you, Coach.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to acknowledge the President, the CEO, and Nozipo, as well as members of the Banyana staff Manager Lauren Duncan, Media Officer Senator Mbata, and some of the brains behind us, Assistant Coach Tina Sonkembule, as well as this analyst, Tulani Tekisa, who is here. We wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for the staff behind the scenes. I'd also like to welcome the media and compliments to everyone. I think for many of us, this is the first time we see each other. I hope all the best for 2024. I'll go right ahead and announce the squad. Goalkeepers, Andile Dlamini, Mamelodi Sundowns, Kalen Swart, JVW, Katlego Mulitsani, Royal AM. Defenders, Karabo Dlamini, Mamelodi Sundowns, Fikili Magama, the University of the Western Cape, Asanda Khadebe, Sunflower, Lunatemba Mklungu, the University of the Western Cape, Noko Matlo, SD Aiba, and Lebogang Ramalepi of Mamelodi Sundowns. Now we go to the midfielders. Linda Mutlalo of Racing Louisville, Leseko Kowani of TS Galaxy, Kolosa Banyana of Mamelodi Sundowns, Nomvula Kwale of TS Galaxy, Skumalele Shamasi of University of Johannesburg, Amokolang Mutau, the University of the Western Cape, and Thalia Smith, the University of Pretoria. Now we go to the forwards. Nicole Michael, TS Galaxy, Gabriela Salgado, JVW, Jermaine Siopesenwe, CF Monterrey, Mutolo Kesane, the University of the Western Cape, Hilda Magaia of Mazatlan FC, Dembi Ratlana of Tigres, and Intabiseng Magia of Mamelodi Sundowns FC. That's your squad of 23.
Wow. Thank you, Coach. And now we'll open up the floor to the members of the media. Any questions that you might have? Just wait for the microphone there. It's coming to you. And please introduce your introduce yourself first, so that we know from which media house you're coming from.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Charles Barley from the SABC. Coach, congratulations on the squad. Can you please tell us what you know about the opponents? Have you done your research? What can we expect from the Tanzanians?
We know of the opponents. We have footage. We've already analyzed them, but the same as they have analyzed us, we have analyzed them. They beat Togo, who was at the last WAFCON, and that's no mean feat. They also beat Botswana recently to qualify for this stage, and we all know how good Botswana is and what happened back then. So we're not taking anything for granted. We've worked a lot on some of the things this week, obviously waiting for the international-based players to meet us on the other side and then continue with our preparations. But the analyst has done really well in getting as much information as they can and setting up an analysis on the opponent. And as a technical team, we've all studied that and we know what to expect. We have to be at the absolute best, of course, because that's the only way you get your result.
Right. Any other questions? Oh, folks here in front.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mahlomola Morake from centercircle.online. Coach, I see here you've retained or called Lesego. Can you tell us what you saw in her? How did she make it in place of the others?
Look, Lesego, we've monitored for a while now. I think Wave actually played at Wits University, if I'm not mistaken. Has been doing really well for TS Galaxy, and we're always looking at adding to the core group of players, and she's come in and really showed us that she can add value to the team in all aspects. Very good on the ball, good pass of the ball as well, and with us playing almost a possession type of game, I think she'll add a lot of value to the team. Also brings a little bit of a physical presence, which sometimes at times we are lacking, so if it's needed, we're able to bring her on if it's needed. So I think she will add a lot of value to the team.
Coach. Good morning to everyone. I'm Khalibalega from the Star newspaper. Coach, we've had some notable omissions from your team. Maybe just take us through the challenges with some of the players that you've had in selecting this 23-member squad.
I think since last year we've had challenges with especially the DR Congo game, where we've had a lot of players out with injury and exams. Likewise, Burkina Faso. Some players still recovering. Banyana doing really well with rehab, along with Bongeka and Sibolele. The players recently picked up injuries, Benishongwe, as well as Sinotolo, also picked up an injury, and Faith as well. So it's tough not having those players around, but the core group that we have, we've always said we have a fantastic core group. We can rely on those players, and those players that stood the test of time. Is another opportunity now again to make our job more difficult in future for selection. Where players have raised their hand, and we trust the players that we've selected to be able to do the job, which is getting the results against Tanzania.
Coach, looking at this squad, I see 7 players here played in the 2016 Rio Olympics, and we know that a lot has happened since then. We had, excuse me, we had COVID, we won WAFCON, we were twice at the World Cup. But looking at these 7 players that are in the squad that were in 2016, how much of an important role do you think they'll play in these qualifiers to ensure that South Africa gets back to the glory of being at the Olympic Games?
I think it's very important. There's still others, as I said previously, who've been to the Olympics who are out injured, but very important to have that core group, very important to have that senior group, as it may be, because they always lift everything in the team, and I think not having gone in 2020, I think that's the biggest objective, not just for us as a team, but especially for those ones that missed out in 2020 that had been in 2016. So it's really important that, they also bring their experience is going to be invaluable going into this, because they've traveled more than any of the other players, but we've traveled to some places where things were not okay, and coming back home, the comforts of home, and this is another match where we're going to a place where, degrees are going to be 39 plus, and it's through their experience of having been there to be able to raise the levels as well as us on the bench, of course.
Perhaps as a follow-up to that one, how much of a driving force this team and yourself included, not having made 2020, will push you to ensure that you qualify for 2024?
Look, there were a lot of things that we wanted to do. One of it was winning WAFCON, which we did. Going back to the World Cup and getting out of the group stages into the last 16, which we did. I think the one missing is obviously the Olympic Games. Not having gone in 2020, it's a big objective for the team. It's not about one individual, it's about the whole team. We have one goal, and that is to get to the Olympics, but it's all about this one game. We're not going to look any further ahead than that, otherwise we'll lose focus of the task at hand, and we don't want to speak about who's next or the Olympics, but we just want to speak about Tanzania, because that's what it's about, to just concentrate on that two-legged match and affair and get the result that will push us to the next round.
Yeah, Swiso from the SABC. Coach, like you said, it's a two-legged affair. The first leg is in Dar es Salaam. Are you going all out for a win, or it's all about game management, then you finish them off in the second leg in Mbombela? What's going to be the approach like? Thank you.
Whenever we play, we always go out for result. That's the most important thing. We don't leave nothing to chance, but we also have to be aware of their qualities and what they have to offer. So we will make sure that we get the result that we want to make the second leg easier, and that's important. We do know that the Olympics is not on goal difference. So we got to make sure that we get the job done, but we got to make sure that we get a good result in Tanzania to take the pressure off us at home. The last couple of games we've played away, we drew games, but it's games that we could have won and should have won with the chances that we had. And knowing that also, we're coming off a pre-season. I think we were in a similar situation in 2022 when we played Algeria, who were in season, the same like Tanzania are now. And we came in early to prepare, and I think this week has gone extremely well, which will help us in that. But like I say, we go out there to do well in every game. We don't leave it to chance and wait for the second leg, because if we're going there deciding how we're going to play, or we don't want to win the game, we will find ourselves on the back foot before we know it, and we can't get out of it.
Coach, a two-part question. Everyone was looking forward to the return of Fifi, but we see that she didn't make the squad. Maybe just an update on that. And then the second one, Coach, is how difficult is it to be at the top and maintain the standard?
Well, we received medical information from a club, and that's why she's been withdrawn. The players know, when you are achieving, you always want to do more. A lot of the players don't rest on their laurels. They always want to achieve. They always want to go one better, because that's what it's about. And when you're at the top, there's always teams. When you play against them, it becomes their final. So we got to be at the absolute best to get that result. But when you've won one trophy, you don't rest on your laurels. You want to win more, and this is the same with this team. They want to do more. They want to win more. They want to achieve more. And I think going to the Olympics will be the biggest achievement outside of all the others, not having gone in 2020. But it's all about this game. It's all about the away leg and the home leg, to make sure that we talk about the Olympics further on.
Last one from me. Coach, playing in Mbombela. Why in Mbombela? And now how much difference will it make for Banyana to play out of Johannesburg? Number one. Number two, to either the CEO or the president, what can people expect with Banyana playing in Mbombela, and what informed the decision to perhaps take the game to Mbombela?
Maybe the CEO can answer that question first, and then I will answer.
Thank you for that question. It's a question. Take the mic from him. No, thanks, Cloaks, for the questions. Obviously, we appreciate your support of women's football and always giving us exposure. I think, it's about taking the women's team to the people. We've played many games in Johannesburg. I think you, as the media, you've always complained that, we are not giving the games to other provinces. So we are looking into sharing the team, because, supporters of Banyana not only in Johannesburg, they're also in Mbombela, they're in Cape Town, they're in Durban, etc., as you've seen with Bafana as well, where we try to rotate the team so that, other provinces get that opportunity. But I think as well, having consulted with the coach, it's also about, the conditions. We need to ensure that the conditions also, can favor our team, other than, a team coming from Dar es Salaam that is closer to the coast. So inland, we thought in consultation with our chief medical officer as well, that would work best for our team in taking this game. But yeah, it's more about taking the team as well to the people. And maybe you'll see Banyana in Cape Town, you'll see Banyana in Durban and everywhere else, so that, people can get to interact with the team and support the team.
I think that answered both questions.
Are there any more questions? Oh, okay. Then, in closing, I will hand over to the CEO just to close up today's proceedings.
Yeah, I want to extend, my thanks to you as the media first. Our biggest fans. Without you, women's football wouldn't be where it is right now. Your selfless work and efforts that you put into giving us exposure. We see you. We see the kind of information that you give other people in the country, outside the country as well. It's because of you that the team is, where it is right now. We can get more eyes for our players and our team as well. And I want to thank Sasol for continuing, with the support of the women's team, when it wasn't fashionable to do so. But they hang in there, and the successes you see of Banyana is because of, their continuous support and pumping, funding into this women's team, so that, they can achieve the kind of things they've achieved. Also to the association, it's SAFA NEC, through the leadership of Dr. Jordan, investing in women's football continuously. So when other people chose to solely focus on men's football, I think that's commendable, from the time I was a player to now. Banyana has gone through, you know, many steps. They've grown, and you know, we are really proud of this team because of, you know, prioritizing women's football, and you know, as an association, we'll continue doing that because we know what it means to have our national team performing at the highest level. The inspiration it creates for other players in the Sasol League, in the other leagues, you know, regional leagues playing in the country. So that's quite important for us. To the coach, wishing you all the best. You know, and Twiga Stars are not going to be easy. You know them, you've done your research. The majority of the players having played in the Women's Champions League, you know what to expect. You know, we wish you all the best, you, your technical team, and also the players as well. Yeah, so just don't forget the two fixtures are on the 23rd of February, this coming Friday, in Dar es Salaam, and also the 27th of February in Bombela. In that game will be an evening kickoff, 7:30 p.m. And supporters, fans, everyone is welcome to get tickets from CompuTicket and come support Banyana. Thank you.
Thank you, members of the media. And just a quick announcement, breakfast is right here next door. I know what time it is now.
Brunch.
So once you're done with everything, just step next